Now at 6, it's a big day for the Down East Wood Ducks.
It is. It's like Christmas morning.
It's opening day of the 2024 foul well season.
And with this final season, we're talking with local businesses, how they're getting ready for one last run with the Wood. We're also testing the new food, everything you can get at the concession stand this season.
And while baseball takes center stage,
so does basketball. It's Final Four weekend. We'll get you ready for North Carolina State's men and women at the Final Four.
We are live in Kinston today, and it all starts in less than 1 minute.
Now, it's your forecast first from Storm Team 9.
Absolutely beautiful day of weather to be over in Kinston for the home opener for the Down East Wood Ducks. Our temperature readings a little bit chilly if you're standing in the shade with the wind hitting you, but once you get out in the sunshine, it's not too bad. 63 degrees currently in Kinston, 61 in Greenville, 62 degrees over in Washington. Our own meteorologist Max Claypool will be with us a little bit later in the show to give you the forecast going all the way through the weekend with the upcoming games. Right now, though, we are dry from Roanoke Rapids all the way down into Jacksonville and Beaufort. And with high pressure ridging in out of the north, about the only potential weather issue we could see tonight may be some patchy frost, especially for inland areas if the winds go light enough. So take whatever precautions you need. The longest running newscast in the East starts now.
On your side, this is WNCT 9 News at 6.
It's a big day in the city of Kinston. The Down East Wood Ducks kick off their foul well season tonight. Hello, everyone. I'm Angie Casada.
And I'm Ken Watlington live at historic Granger Stadium as it's time for another minor league baseball season, the final potentially minor league season here in Kinston. The Down East Wood Ducks and the Lynchburg Hillcats start a 132 game season tonight in the Carolina League. The gates are opening here for the first of 66 home games at historic Granger Stadium. Fans starting to make their way into the stadium for tonight's 7 o'clock first pitch against the Hillcats. There's so much to do here tonight, including checking out the team store. We took you in there during our 5 o'clock broadcast. There's also the new food, which we'll get to in just a little bit. And then don't forget about the fireworks after the game tonight, sponsored by WNCT. And let's now bring in a man that's seen a lot of baseball here at Granger Stadium in Kinston over the years. 9 on your side, Sports Director Brian Bailey. Always special on opening day. A little different this year.
Yeah, it really is a little different because the Wood Ducks are leaving after this season. I remember in 1985, the spring of '85, coming up to the stadium and looking around, it looked completely different. Yep. And I thought then that, hey, this stadium might not last but a year or two more because it was really in dire straits as far as that goes. But the Kinston folks have done a great job through the years. This place looks better than ever, and it's really a nice facility, historic Granger Stadium.
It's seen a lot of different teams over the year. The Eagles, the Blue Jays, and of course the Indians. A lot of Major League Baseball players came through the Kinston Indians. CC Sabathia, Manny Ramirez, I believe. So a lot of known names have played in this stadium.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun just to watch those guys come through, because when they come through, you don't know they're going to be great stars down the road. But still, there have been so many that have come through, and I think Kinston really has adopted this team throughout the years and done a great job with it.
There will be baseball in this stadium in the future. We don't know if it'll be minor league baseball ever again, but it's still a special place.
Yeah, it really is, and I think the folks that get to play here in the future will certainly enjoy it.
All right, Brian Bailey's with us. We'll have more in sports coming up in just a bit. Several Kinston businesses have also seen a lot of ball teams come through town. Those businesses say they always appreciate the extra boost the teams bring. Now to your sides, Erin Jenkins spoke to a few of those businesses today. She continues our live team coverage from the concourse here at Granger. Erin, how are they feeling about this last go-round?
Well, Ken, obviously they're a little sad as it is the last season for the Wood Ducks, but I can tell you that is not their focus right now. They are ready to go for one more time with the Wood Ducks here at Granger Stadium.
It's just always a buzz when the Wood Ducks are coming back to town. You see baseball shirts, you see hats.
That buzz is back in Kinston for another year.
You can see it's a full house today, been all day. And I'm sure a lot of these people will be at the ball game tonight.
The sounds of baseball back in Granger are good for these Kinston staples.
We get to know the visiting teams better than we do the Wood Wood Ducks because they used to stay locally here down the street. We got to see them. They love breakfast.
The Wood Ducks, they're good for business when they're coming to town, whenever the games are going on. We have people coming from all around New Bern, Goldsboro, Jacksonville, whatever, come to the games. And we always bring food over to the stadiums. I guess people order barbecue sandwiches.
With the Woodies now playing their last season in historic Granger Stadium, the sentiment is the same.
It's going to be different when they're gone, I can tell you. We're going to miss the whole Wood Duck, everybody that works there, and all the players and the visiting teams.
We're going to miss them when they leave. Well, hopefully we'll get another ball team afterwards.
Mayor Don Hardy says good things are ahead for baseball at Kinston.
Our baseball commission and city council are working very, very diligently to look at a team that's going to fit Kinston. So I can tell you this, it's on the horizon, and we look forward to what is to come.
Businesses and baseball fans hope that's the case.
You think of Kinston, you think of baseball. It's just always been here. So hopefully somebody will see that and make a visit and come to Kinston.
As you can tell, everyone here says they are excited for their season. They're going to soak up every single moment of it, and you can start by doing that here tonight. A lot of people are already filing here into Granger Stadium, and we're going to check back in with you one more time to take a look at the yummy food here, Ken. Until then, we'll send it back up to you.
All right, Aaron Jenkins live for us, Aaron. Thank you. Now, the Wood Ducks are eager to have people back in the stands of historic Granger Stadium for another year of baseball, but it takes a lot of work to get ready. Now to your side anchor, Courtney Courtwright is joining us now. And Courtney, this is no small task.
It's not, Ken. Lots of work, lots of preparation goes into what we see today, and it takes a good team to do that. When you walk through those gates, everything is ready for you. That's because a big team works for months on this to make sure that happens. Concessions are filled up with your favorite game day foods. That takes scheduling deliveries, unpacking, and stocking up. The grounds crew works hard year-round to make sure the field is ready to play ball, and the general manager of the Down East Wood Ducks says he wants people to feel at home when they come here.
Regardless if you're a 2-year-old running around in the playground to a 95-year-old person sitting in the grandstand, it's a place where we can all come, have fun, cheer on our local Wood Ducks, and enjoy the baseball game.
There's just something about watching a baseball game. The Wood Ducks will have weekly promotions to add to that game day experience. Just to name a few, Tuesdays you can bring your dog out to the stadium. Fridays, they'll have fireworks, and Sundays are dollar hot dogs. And of course, you can buy tickets on their website, woodducksbaseball.com, or call their office. And we have that information over on our website. So, Ken, less than an hour until the Wood Ducks take the field.
Did I hear dollar hot dogs?
I did, you did.
Good stuff. Courtney Courtwright, thank you. We want to hear from you tonight in our Vote Now on 9 poll. We are asking, what's your favorite part of the game day experience? Is it the game, the food? Of course it's the food, the merchandise, or is it those post-game fireworks? Brought to you by WNCT. To vote, you can scan the QR code here on the bottom right side of the screen. You can always use the free Not On Your Side mobile app, or simply go to WNCT.com/vote. We'll have the latest results later tonight on your late news here on WNCT. That is going to do it for now out here at Granger Stadium. Don't go anywhere. More team coverage of the season opener, the Down East Wood Ducks and the Lynchburg Hillcats. We'll check in with Aaron Jenkins again with a look at the delicious food here at the stadium this season. Now, though, let's go back to the studio and Edge Casada for a look at the rest of today's news.
All right, Ken, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Well, from baseball to basketball, the countdown to the Final Four is on, and the first of NC State's 2 teams gets ready to hit the hardwood tonight. Both the women's and men's teams are playing this weekend, a first for NC State. Tonight, people from all over the country are traveling to Raleigh just to be a part of all of the excitement tonight and tomorrow, even getting some new gear from stores on campus. Tomorrow, there are several places to watch the men's game, including right on Hillsborough Street in Raleigh, and this is the first time the men are in the Final Four since 1983.
I just remember when State won the '83 championship as a kid, jumping up and down, so excited when we won. And then I came to State. My dad went to State, and I'm just a big sports person all my life. And you know, this is just such a dream right now. NC State is a movie. It's really a movie what they're doing.
Many people say if NC State wins, they're planning to head over to the Bell Tower to celebrate. And with this big weekend, students over at ECU are reacting to the Final Four. The Wolfpack are capturing the hearts of fans all across the country. But ECU is also known for having a rivalry against State, but that's being pushed aside. Some Pirate fans are cheering for them just this one time.
I want to say I'm rooting for NC State. It's an in-state school. It's really fantastic to see they're going all the way. So I'm going to say yes, but normally I would say no. So, you know, for today, go Pack.
Now the Wolfpack women are up against the one-seeded South Carolina tonight at 7 o'clock in Cleveland. The men are in Phoenix and will face Purdue tomorrow night at 6. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and the Beaufort County Department of Social Services is raising awareness. Night on Your Side's Gabby Sartori stopped by an event that they held earlier today to unite the community and has more.
Pinwheels were planted in a garden to represent efforts and focus on community activities that prioritize prevention from the start. Pinwheels represent a bright future for all children, so neglect never happens. Partners around the community, including interns from ECU, shared the meaning of the Pinwheel Garden and shared statistics of child abuse.
From July 23 to March 24, we have received 523 reports, and out of those we have accepted 309 for child abuse and neglect and dependency.
The community is encouraged to call Beaufort County Department of Social Services during their business hours to make a Child Protective Services report. As the month of April continues, Beaufort County will push initiatives to raise awareness for Child Abuse Prevention Month. In Beaufort County, Gabby Sartori, 9 on your side.
All right, let's now go back live to Kinston. Storm Team 9 meteorologist Max Claypool.
Max Claypool here live from Granger State. Max Claypool here live from Granger Stadium in Kinston, where overall a pretty nice night for baseball. It is a little bit breezy. You can probably see the flags behind my shoulder. Those are blowing down the third base line. And obviously once the sun goes down tonight, temperatures are going to cool off. So definitely a good idea to bring a jacket to the ballpark tonight. Now looking ahead at the games on Saturday and Sunday. The game on Saturday, first pitch is at 5 o'clock. And so the sun is going to help with that a little bit. Temperatures will be in the low 60s. And then on Sunday, we will call Sunday the weather pick of the week in terms of a baseball game. Temperatures will be in the mid 60s, sunny skies, so it will really overall feel pretty nice for a game out here. So a nice weekend overall for baseball, and we will send it back to Jerry Jackson, who will have your full Storm Team 9 forecast after the break.
Perfect day for baseball weather over at Granger Stadium for the Down East Wood Ducks home opener coming up tonight. We're going to be seeing temperature readings a little cool if you're standing in the shade, especially if you had the breeze hitting you early on. But as we head deeper into the night, I think the winds will tend to lessen a little bit, at least for interior counties. Along the coast, it may stay a little blustery. You definitely see a few clouds in and out from time to time on the live I-9 camera, but nothing of any real consequence out there. For most of us, it's a dry night of weather setting up. We've got 63 degrees in Goldsboro, 63 in Kenansville, 62 degrees over in Jacksonville, and even more chilly down in Carteret County, where they're seeing wind gusts between 20 and 30 miles an hour just over the past few minutes here. Here in Greenville, our dew point is still quite low. Relative humidity only at about 31%, so a very dry atmosphere in place. So no rainfall expected for us outside tonight. No snow either. We're done with any snowfall potential, at least for this season in eastern North Carolina. 47 currently over in Asheville, 63 in Clemson, and 66 degrees down south in Columbia. Here's the wide view, and even though you see a lack of weather activity throughout the southeastern United States, things are actually quite active a little farther up the road here. Two distinct low pressure systems. One has been hugging offshore of New England most of this week, causing all kinds of issues with heavy snowfall activity. Neither of those lows moving very much, and in any case, they certainly won't be coming into North Carolina. As long as we stay in between the two features, we're in good shape, and that is exactly where we will be for this upcoming weekend. Remember, you can always track what's going on locally or at any travel destination throughout the United States of your choice simply by downloading our free Storm Team 9 mobile weather app. Tonight, clearing skies. Patchy frost could be a possibility for a few inland spots, especially if the winds go lighter to calm. So keep that in mind. As a precaution, I would go ahead and take whatever precautions you need if you have something sensitive to protect. Coming up tomorrow, sunny skies. A decent temperature temperature recovery, but still below normal during the afternoon, only reaching about 60. It'll feel even colder over the coastal waters where winds will be high enough to warrant a small craft advisory. Seas averaging 3 to 5 feet for the ocean, 2 to 3 feet for the sounds. Your inland Storm Team 9 7-day forecast showing sunshine for Sunday, sunshine for Monday with highs in the 70s, pushing close to 80 degrees for Tuesday into Wednesday. That'll also be our next best chance of showers and storms coming in starting late Wednesday night into Thursday and Friday. We'll cap our chance of rain at about 20% for Thursday, ramp it up to about 40 to 50% as we head into Friday of next week. But that's a pretty good looking 7-day forecast overall. And the wind, we've seen a lot of wind so far this week, Angie. It's been very efficient in blowing the pollen around. That's bad for allergies, but it's really helping all the plants and flowers. The azaleas are out, starting to look beautiful out there.
Absolutely. And one great thing about that forecast too, Jerry, is that it's getting warmer. Yeah, there's a chance of that rain, but at least it's getting warmer.
We're trending in the right direction.
Absolutely. All right, Jerry, thank you.
Yep.
Well, it's almost dinner time, and we're going to make you hungry. When we come back here at 6, we're going back to Kinston for a look at all the new food the Wood Ducks have to offer this season.
Welcome back to Kinston for our live team coverage of opening day for the Down East Wood Ducks. And opening day would not be complete without a hot dog or some of the new and really unique foods for this season. Now to your side, Erin Jenkins is digging into that new food. She joins us live from one of the concession stands here at Granger. Erin, what is on the menu?
There's a lot of good stuff down here. I can tell you I've been smelling it all afternoon. We're finally going to get a chance to look at it now that the concession stand is open. You've got your typical hot dogs, your burgers, your chicken strips, all of that good stuff. And then down here you've got snacks like your peanuts and your candy, as well as some drinks and some cold beer if you're up for something like that. But I want to show you the main event of this year's food options. Let's take a look right over. We've got a lot of food they've given to us. We've got the Carolina nachos, the Carolina loaded fries, and then of course the foot-long loaded hot dog. All of this is topped with King's barbecue, delicious of course, your cheese, your sour cream, and then jalapenos just to top it all off. I'm gonna try these fries right here. Let me get some of that barbecue on there, maybe some sour cream, maybe a jalapeno. Okay y'all, let's try this. So good. I had King's for lunch. This is really good. Good stuff here happening at Granger Stadium. We've got a lot of food, so Ken, I'm going to bring this up to you because I know that you will enjoy a lot of this. So we're going to send it back up to you right now.
All right, Erin Jenkins making us hungry here as we approach dinner and first pitch at the Down East Wood Ducks. That first pitch is coming up at 7 o'clock between the Woodies and the Lynchburg Hillcats. Let's bring back in Sports Director Brian Bailey as we get closer to first pitch. An exciting time. What's your favorite ballpark food?
Favorite ballpark food? Probably a burger. When I used to come here, I used to get the burgers just because I like them here in Kinston.
So what she was just eating with the barbecue on the French fries and the...
Now, you may need a crowbar to pry her away from the concession stand because I think she was having a good time with that.
There's a lot of good food here. What's coming up next?
Should be fun. All right, we're going to have more on the Down East Wood Ducks and opening night here in Kinston. Also, of course, NC State ×2 at the Final Four. Back live after this.
On your side, this is WNCT 9 Sports with Brian Bailey.
All right, back live at historic Granger Stadium, and the wind is whipping again. 7 o'clock, first pitch tonight, and opening night for the Down East Wood Ducks. You know, opening days and opening nights mean a lot of things to a lot of different folks. Cliff Godwin talked about it earlier this season, that you always get a little nervous, pit in your stomach when you talk about the first game. You don't know how everybody's going to react. Well, earlier this week, Carlos Maldonado, he's the manager of these Down East Wood Ducks, and he talked to us about what he expects for opening night.
Obviously, opening day is good. It's always fun to have an opening day, but I guess it's more for them for a lot of these kids, it's going to be the first time doing this and be around fans and being in different stadiums. So I'm looking forward to see how they perform.
Again, first pitch set for 7 o'clock tonight from Granger Stadium. We'll, of course, have all of the opening night highlights for you coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. It is probably the biggest weekend in North Carolina State Wolfpack sports history. The State ladies, they play tonight in their Final Four in Cleveland, Ohio. The Pack takes on #1 South Carolina in that first national semifinal. The Wolfpack men, well, they worked out in Glendale, Arizona this afternoon. State takes on top seed Purdue in tomorrow night's first national semifinal. The Wolfpack team has defied all odds and are now just 2 wins away from a national championship. Both Kevin Keats and Matt Painter with Purdue spoke about how they're approaching tomorrow's game.
Looking forward for the opportunity of playing against a really good Purdue team and well coached and really good basketball players. And so looking forward to obviously our last opportunity to practice today and then obviously the game tomorrow.
My message to them about NC State was we're playing an undefeated team. You know, the team that was 17-14 doesn't exist anymore. The team that's 9-0 does. That's the team we're playing.
And Coach Painter is right. That team that played in the regular season is nothing like this team for North Carolina State. All right, elsewhere on the dime in East Carolina on the road this weekend, the Pirates are in Boca Raton, Florida to take on FAU. In tonight's opener, Trey Savage takes his 5-1 record into a matchup against the Owls and their fellow right-hander, C.J. Williams, at 4-1. Savage has a 2.18 earned run average. Williams has an ERA of 3.15. That first pitch coming up at 6:30 tonight. We'll have those highlights for you coming up tonight at 11 o'clock as well. Pirate football will scrimmage for the second time this spring on Saturday. On Thursday, the Pirates had their final practice of this third week of spring football. The Pirates are stressing a high-octane, fast pace on offense, which is designed to drive defenses crazy. That's been the case at times this spring season against the Pirate D. The quarterback battle appears to be a dead heat going into tomorrow's second scrimmage. We'll have complete Pirate football coverage this weekend from Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. And again, complete coverage tonight of the Down East Wood Ducks on opening night later tonight at 11. Back to wrap it up after this.
Well, as we head into the weekend, we're going to have perfect weather for baseball action over at Granger Stadium in Kinston. For the Down East Wood Ducks, we'll see sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. Temperature readings are going to get a little warmer by the end of the weekend. We'll be in the mid-60s for daytime highs by Sunday. If you really want much warmer air, just wait until next week. We'll be in the 70s. And if you ever wonder what the ideal weather is to eat, all you have to do is look outside right now.
I'm so jealous. We were just talking about hot dogs. Bring us one, guys. I'll appreciate it. We'll see you at 11.